gamers? Welcome to Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne for the Wii Mini. Last episode, we took on some Oni, we beat them up, we met some guy who was stealing people's faces, that wasn't very cool. And then we got told that we couldn't go in the cool chamber at the middle of the pit down there. But hey, we got back and then we're told that we have a new objective to go to the obelisk. Which we're not gonna do. We have more important things to do than go to the obelisk. Like, for example, we could go to the Labyrinth of Amala. So back at the Labyrinth of Amala, we kind of explored a little bit of the second Kalpa, like a couple episodes ago. But we just wanted the money. Now we actually want to go and defeat the whole thing. And we're going to do it without a guide, because I'm a gamer. Also because I feel like we're kind of over-leveled for the second Kalpa at this point, so I'm not too worried about dying in here. Although the dungeon layout, I don't remember it at all. And I think it's kind of, I think it is kind of tricky, but we'll figure it out. Getting hit by stuff in this minigame does damage your party, by the way. You can try to punch some things, get some more Super Mario coins. I do like that this game has a mini game where you collect coins. It feels so like tonally detached from everything else that's happening, but it's also very funny, and I do appreciate it. Okay, so we're back in the second Kalpa, and we should already remember which way to go. We gotta hop in this pit, and then we gotta go hop in that other pit later on. Last time I did that, and that was not where I wanted to go, but now it is the way I want to go. We already have all this map filled out, so that's nice and convenient. So yeah, let's head this way. We can't actually go any of those other directions. If we were to try, they'd be locked. So this is the only way forward. Now, we have a couple of different options after we go in this door, so I guess we're just going to have to pick one and hope for the best. I mean, to our left, there's immediately a hole, so let's jump down it. Oh, wow, these are like... Okay, well, that guy's like decently high level, but that other guy's like an Area 1 enemy. I think we'll be just fine. Oh, no. I have immediately remembered what this stupid gimmick is. Okay, so down here, you can see there's like bars, but they're kind of transparent. Only when you get close to them can you tell exactly where the maze goes. And now we gotta wander around down here until we figure out the right way to go. Maybe I should have pulled up a guide. Well, while we're wandering around here aimlessly... Oh, hey, Mothman is down here. But we've been fighting plenty of Mothman. We're not scared of him. Well, while we're wandering around down here, I guess that we could do question of the day. So, question of the day. If you were stuck on an island, right? And you didn't have to worry about food or shelter, that's all provided. But there's nothing to do on this island. However, a magical genie appears, presumably the genie who's giving you the infinite food supply, and says, I will allow you one video game to entertain yourself for the rest of time, because you're not going to escape this island ever. What game would you choose? You can only pick one game. This is your only source of entertainment for the rest of time. What do you select? I think this one's pretty difficult. I mean, in theory, you'd want a game with a lot of replay value. I mean, you're stuck doing only this for the rest of your life, right? So you'd hope it'd be something with a lot of variety. My mind immediately goes to Pokemon because there's so many different ways you could play the game. You could do a standard run. What the heck is happening with these encounters? You could do a standard run. You could do a Nuzlocke. You could do a Monotype run. And then even besides that, you could go for like 100%. Now the problem is you only have the one save file if it's like Pokemon Platinum, which is probably what I would choose is Pokemon Platinum. I mean, you got like the Battle Frontier, so that's like a whole bunch of extra entertainment. Like if you want 100% the game, which I mean you can't trade, so you can't like full 100% it. But I feel like you'd have a lot to do. But it does kind of suck that, like, you could do all those different runs, but then if you want to do, like, super completionist run, you wouldn't be able to keep it. But, I mean, I guess if this is the only game we're going to be playing and you don't have any contact with the outside world, who cares? Just restart again, right? Complete it all over again. So, yeah, that's my answer to question of the day. We've gotten out the north exit. Not really sure if this is the one we should be going to. We got one of those doors that we can't open yet. That's for later in the Kalpa side quest. Oh, you know what? Because some of these enemies are weaker, I wonder if we could use Estoma. Might as well try it, right? Okay, so now we're back at the start of the puzzle. Got it. Well, let's try jumping down the other pit. We can also maybe try some of these doors, but I'm guessing that some of these doors are just, like, ways back into this room. You know, oh, there's an item then over here. Repulse Bell. Oh, we don't really need to lower it. I think that's like a repel, but we have a demon who just has repels, so I don't really care about that. Let's jump down this pit. This should drop us into a different part of the maze. So we already tried north. Let's see if we could get into one of these. But yeah, I mean, New Way and Mothman, those were from, like, the most recent... Oh, come on. Those are from, like, the most recent dungeon that we went through, but you could have gone in the second Kalpa way earlier. So as you can see, that would have been pretty difficult if we did that. Okay, so I'm following this wall, and I'm trying to pay attention to the inside. So far, it looks like if I can somehow get onto the outside of there, we could go all the way around? But the question is, how do I even get over there? Nope, that's another dead end. Well, we're just going to keep trying to get all the way to this end over here as much as possible. And then hopefully at some point we can get through. Okay, we're making progress. That's another wall. Go in here. Demons grow restless at your presence. I'd rather they didn't. Okay, yeah, this is just not working. We just can't get outside of here because there's a wall here. Alright, I guess we gotta try the other way. Oh, we can't... No, of course we can't get to the item. It baited us. This would be way worse if Estoma didn't work. Because we would be fighting way more. Okay, so that's the southern one. I want to try to get into that door, though. Oh, hey, look, it's this thing. We got a life stone. I mean, that's something. Okay, so the only other way would be from this direction. So I guess let's try to get over there. This is some truly heinous dungeon design. I would expect nothing less of Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne. There's also a chance we just can't get over there from this side. Like, we'd have to jump down the other pit, which is very possible. Yeah, okay, we already tried that. It'd be nice if the map kept track of, like, which ways you've already gone, but it also makes sense that it doesn't, because it would kind of defeat the purpose of the gimmick. But we haven't been getting encounters, so, like, hey, that part's working. Okay, we can't go that way. And I guess we should mostly be getting the higher level encounters, so at least, like, hey, that's good XP. Now, don't war cry me. As you saw, like, might popped up above my head when I hit a crit with my basic attack, which I think is further proof that might only affects basic attacks. But the game just, like, doesn't tell you that for some reason. This way, we already tried this, right? This way, oh! Well, we got to the southern exit. Oh, come on. And Panic Voice, you know what? I'm retreating. I don't want to deal with it. Well, we did get to the southern exit, but it's also completely pointless. Alright, well... Time to wander around the base some more. That's always a good time. Well, okay, we are in a new section, though, because I wasn't able to get back here before. Okay, wait, hold. Another door. Okay, we got another star door. Oh, wait, no, this is a burial chamber. Okay, these are more bosses. It is inscribed, here lies Kaiwan. Kaiwan counts as one of the burial chamber bosses? Osei makes more sense. Now, I believe that these burial chamber, refights can only be done on New Game Plus, actually. So they're a little weird. Now, you are very much encouraged to play the game multiple times on New Game Plus. So I guess it makes sense. But, I don't know. Why can't you just do it the first time? Or I don't know. I also have no idea. Are they, powered up? I feel like nobody ever talks about these rematches. Okay, we are, making progress somewhere. We got an item. It's a death stone. Okay, another death stone. We love having those. We got this crazy vortex. Let's walk into the vortex. And we got into this room. A long, long time ago, I was summoned by a human, and we talked of many things. What he had to say was very interesting. Do you want to hear it? The man used black magic to summon me. This is what he said. Kill the man I hate. I asked, is that what humans do? Kill those they hate? He replied, if you hate, you kill. That's the way we are. I admired those words. It's so demonic. The true nature of humans. Hey, that's great and all, but something tells me this is not the way to go. This is just a dead end. Okay, well, that didn't get us anywhere. Maybe we should try to explore the rest of these doors in this main room first. And then we'll go try to get to, what was it, east is the last direction? What if we actually didn't have to do any of that and that was just for optional items? That might be true. A lot of these dungeons, these Kalpas, you have to come back to later on in the Kalpa quest. So we might not actually have to go down there until later. I think this is where we're supposed to go. Okay, there's another pit. There's also a long hallway. Another pit. You know what? Let's just jump into the pit. Let's see what happens. Okay, where are we now? Well, behind us is a new... it's a star key door. We can't go in there. Okay, I mean... We were making progress going this way. So let's do it again. Yep, up the ladder. I don't know what it is about this kind of design though. Like look at this, right? So we get these two doors, right? We pick a door. And then there's a door here, a door there, and another door right here next to the other door we went in. This is oh, let's talk to this person. You must never forget to say your prayers. If you pray, God will protect you no matter what happens. Eventually you will join him in the afterlife. Now let us pray. But this design is just hilarious, and I also kind of love it. This is some stupid dungeon design you'd see in some RPG Maker game made by a teenager. But they intentionally made it like this because they thought it'd be funny. And I can respect that. It is very funny. They're what if there was just a bunch of doors? You just had to pick one. This is the kind of game design I can respect, where you just you're just having fun with it, you know? You're just well, it would be really funny if we made the player really annoyed by all these random doors we put everywhere. There's more doors. And there's another hallway. You can skip those doors, and this hallway doesn't go anywhere. Let's try the left door. Ah, cool. It's at that end. There's nothing in there. Oh, wait. Okay, wait. Around... Okay, we got to this. We opened it when it was at 1 out of 8, though, so it wasn't very useful. Okay, that takes us back to the start of the dungeon. That's not where we want to go, so let's continue. Oh, another door. Ooh, an item. It's a bead. I mean, that's a good item. Can never have too many beads. And in this door... Oh, another door. And it's just a person. God spoke to us and foretold the destruction of Tokyo. We chased after the Ring of Gaia in order to prevent that, but we were done in by that devil summoner. Hikawa is a dangerous man. We're actually referencing a lot of SMT stuff right now. The Ring of Gaia appears in a lot of the SMT games. It definitely appears in 4, and I'm assuming it was in 1 and 2 as well. Devil Summoner is also a callback to the Devil Summoner games. But in that case, I think he's just using it as a word to describe Hikawa, who summoned a demon. Okay, so now we're just back here. Something tells me that this is not the way to proceed. Okay, well, let's try this way now. Oh, shoot. It's, Onmyoji or something? No, Shikioji. I was kind of close. I think I mixed him up with a different demon. This guy's annoying because physical, I forget if he reflects it or if it just doesn't work, but he's weak to fire. Which makes sense since he is made of, like, paper. So just use fire and kill him, but do not use physical moves because that'd be bad. The floor below us is filled with invisible walls. If you're heading down below, you better be prepared. Once you're down there, it won't be easy coming back up. Yeah, we kind of saw that firsthand. Okay, that just kind of led in a circle. There's one last place we didn't look, though, and that's up here. Nope, there's nothing over here. Oh well. Alright, I guess it's back down to the invisible door, the invisible walls. I really am showing, though, why it's... Oh, I missed. Why it's probably a good idea to wait to come down here until you're higher level. Because if we had to do all these encounters without the rappel, we would have gotten lost forever. I mean, if you're using a guide and you're just going to get through it really quick, then I guess it doesn't matter. But if you're coming down here blind, yeah, it definitely helps to be a higher level. Okay, so the only one we didn't get to is East. So let's see if we could find a way over there. It's not this way. It's a whole lot of walls blocking us. I'm sure if we just keep aimlessly wandering, we'll get there eventually. I feel like it just went around in a circle right there. That is what I did, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Because this is this part. Okay, I remember now. It is kind of interesting that status moves can miss, and they can also fail. So like when miss appears above the head of our characters, that actually means that the move just kind of like failed to hit. Like it failed its accuracy check, but then if the demon does the thing where it steps out of the way, that means it like dodged, which wastes their press turn, I think? It's kind of weird. Yeah, wow, this one is not easy to get to. Which makes me think that this is the right one to go to. Because otherwise, why would it be so hard to get to? Maybe we have to drop down the other way. That could be the case. Gamers, I think we need a new strategy. And it's a really cool strategy that actually, you know, we've actually employed it before, and that's called, we're gonna cheat and pull up a guide. Okay, so wait, I'm right here. According to this map I pulled up, I can't even actually figure out how to get out of here. Okay, I figured this is really complicated. We have to go... We have to get down this way. And then... Once we're in here, we have to kind of weasel our way through this way, I think. Okay, I know where we are now. If I go up and around and then down this way, up here, this will get us out. Okay. Oh, this is south. Okay, how do I get... Oh, I see. Once we're at this door, we could just go around this way. And then I'll get out. Okay, so don't jump down that pit. That pit is not the one we want to jump down. Because we just get stuck if we do that one. Demons grow restless at our presence. Use a stoma again. Check out Demi-Fiend's cool shoes that I didn't notice until last time. This will be really funny if it kills. I was hoping I would have spoken it into existence just for the comedy factor. Like, wander all the way through all this and then just die. Yeah, Baphomet's kind of already learned his skills. I did kind of want to fuse him off, but... all we can make right now is, like, Phantom. And he's not that great, so I decided against it. Okay, I think we jumped down the other one, so let's try jumping down this one this time. Okay, so now we're over here. If we face up, we should be able to go around and then all the way down to the end. Oh, nope, I went in. We gotta go one over. This should lead all the way down to the end. And then we can kind of go on the outside into this part. And then hug the wall. We get the item. You got the chakra pot. Okay, cool. We've gotten through the east, and there's a person here. Hey, see? Here, right there. Come on now, the wall right there. Open your eyes and look. I don't know, it doesn't really look like anything. Okay, well, that's not very useful. So, presumably that's one of those vortex walls. So maybe what we actually have to do is go all the way back around. Actually, I don't think I want to go here. I think I want to go here. Try to get to the outside. Yeah, it looks like you really want to get to, like, the outside, because that's how you get to these doors. Okay, it turns out that maybe this... Okay, we can't go here. That door's locked. Can we go here, though? Nope, that door's locked. It's also a burial chamber. Huh. Okay, so yeah, he blocks it, as you could see there. Oh. We're really getting the full Kalpa experience. And I'm also fighting Mothmen. Okay, I figured out what we have to do. I thought that that lady was talking about, like, you see that big vortex in the background while we're fighting, and we also went in one of them earlier? I thought she was just referencing the fact that maybe on the other side of that is one of those, and, like, it teleports us there. Null Mind is kind of neat. We can get rid of life refill for Null Mind. It's, like, alright. Okay, no, it's already in effect. We just got unlucky. But what she's actually referring to... Demons grow restless at your presence. Is that there's actually an invisible wall, but not behind her. It's like at a different part. And now I'm stuck again. Let's go over this way. Bum bum ba-da ba-da bum 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 ba-da. This is the song you hear in like your nightmares if you played this game a lot. If you had to go through these Kalpas, you'll close your eyes at night and you'll just hear do 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 do. This song actually changes slightly the further we get in through the Kalpas. Okay, she meant here. You know, there's like this ripple effect on the wall that I just didn't notice. And that leads us to a secret entrance. And in the secret entrance is a chest. And inside the chest is a key. We got the moon key. Okay, this isn't the star key, which we'll get at a later point. But this will help us start opening some of those doors. Ow. So now we can go back through here. You know what? Does that lady have new dialogue now that we found the secret? No, okay. Yeah, she literally told me, like, look, there's a cool secret wall. And I just ignored her. I was like, nah. She's lying. There's no secret wall. 250 critical hit. Holy crap. We are getting more EXP, though. That's cool. Okay, following the map out of here. Wrong way. I think we gotta go one more over, and then we can kind of dart around through to the edge, and we can get out of the top. Okay. Now we can use this key on these burial chambers, but they're not very useful to us. Oh, there is actually an item in this one, though. It's not a burial chamber. The other one's the burial chamber. Is this another dark stone or whatever? It is. It's a death stone, not a dark stone. You know, sometimes I interact with those twice because I'm like, what if I get a second item secretly? I don't think that's a thing, but every once in a while, you know, you just gotta check just to make sure. Oh. Here lies Mizuchi. And it looks like we haven't fought the boss to get this one. So, that'll be somebody we're gonna kill pretty soon, presumably. Okay, so now we can head out of here. And get back to the start. Alright. Let's head out through this door. And use the ladder. Oh, hey, look, it's Oni. Not so big and tough now, Oni. Actually, he can still survive a round of combat with us. Which is kind of annoying. But he doesn't do any damage because he's very weak and low level. Okay, if we use this ladder, take a look at our map here. Let's head south. And now we actually have the moon key, so we should be able to make more progress this time. See, the first time we went over here, I like, remembered that this is where I had to go, but then we got stuck. But that's because I didn't have the moon key. I forgot we actually got, like, another key in this section. Okay, so if we go behind, okay, here's where that door was before. Okay, and now we can use the moon key to unlock it. Cool. Another one way, so we'll jump down here. No, 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 no. I don't want to get sent back to the start of the dungeon. We made it this far. I'm not doing that. In fact, I think we're just about out. If we go through here... We made it! Now we can get another lore drop. There's a peephole. Will you look inside? Yes, let's watch the same intro cutscene as all the other peepholes. I think I asked this last time, but, like, how does this work? I look in there and I can see all the way down through here? Like, huh? Is there, like, a bunch of, like, mirrors or something? That could work.
I see that you are making steady progress in recovering the menorahs. By the way, did you not encounter a large number of souls in this realm? They are the imprints of humans in your former world, who were purified by death. Even after drifting to the farthest reaches of Amala, they still cannot let go of the past. Many of them were involved with a man you've met, a man by the name of Hikawa. He is the one who led your world to destruction. You stand here as the result of his acts in the former world. I commend you for making it this far. I wish to tell you something that you, as a human, would not otherwise have learned. About his past, and what caused the conception. The Ring of Gaia's headquarters. This is where it all started. They were a group who absorbed all forms of doctrine, for they believed they could discover the truth from chaos. But even within that cult, he was regarded as a heretic. Yes, I am referring to the man who changed your destiny, and that of the world. He firmly believed that his ideal could not be found in reality, that it could only be brought about by his own hand. And ultimately, he reached beyond the scope of mankind and plotted the creation of the world. Fate is drawn to a strong will, it seems. As such, he uncovered a crucial method to make his plot a reality. This was the scripture of Miroku, buried deep within the ring's library. With the scripture in his possession, he reconstructed the spinning drum of Amala.
It looks more like it just jump scared him, but alright.
By deciphering the symbols on the drum, he gained access to the Amala universe and learned of the conception. the fated destruction of the world. That incident at the park followed shortly thereafter. You see, for creation to be possible after the conception, certain preparations were necessary. Thus, the demons which he summoned were unleashed, and a bloody act of carnage ensued. This is a man who decided to take control of the inevitable, the death and rebirth of the world. Of course, there were those among the Gaians who opposed him, and the Messians tried to stop him as well. But he eliminated both threats at once with the power of his demons. With all opposition removed, he watched silently as the conception took place. It was just as foretold in the scripture of Miroku. No, just as he planned after unraveling its prophecy. The Assembly of Nihilo was also formed at that time to aid him in creation. That is what happened in Tokyo. The conception occurred as he planned, and now creation will follow. However, the future is not set. We have yet to see what will happen. Perhaps the world can even be freed from the perpetual cycle of creation. We have faith in you, and will continue to watch you.
And with that, the second Kelpa is complete. Hey, how's it going, buddy? I see thou art in anticipation. There needeth not be reason to hide it. About that. I understand thy joy. I cannot suppress mine own. As another friend to drink mead with, I shall tell thee something interesting. If thou takest purple maca in succession, thine earning shall be even more. Try and strikest anything you can. I have amassed much wealth that way, ha ha ha. You can play the minigame too? That's crazy. He's trying to tell us that we could get an epic combo going if we're a true gamer. Well, unfortunately for him, I'm very bad at this minigame. So that's probably not going to happen. But hey, you know, we can still try to collect some money. Boom. Okay. There's a bit of cooldown to it, and I can never really judge it. Because sometimes you have like a longer cooldown, and sometimes you don't. I don't really know what determines it. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Mash circle and hope it works. 137. Yeah, we kind of failed pretty bad there. A place for more menorahs. Now, ow, we're actually dying because we took so much damage. Now, before you enter this room, you should probably pay attention to what level you are. If you're a bit lower level than me, you might want to just go back to those girls from earlier and have them take you out of the dungeon, level up, and then come back here. Because the second you step in here, it's going to trigger a cutscene, and that's going to change some things about the world. I'll explain what that means in a second. The flames of the Menorah of Sovereignty started flickering wildly. You could feel the presence of a terrifying demon.
Well met, you who were once you. The moment you stepped into this labyrinth, the wheel of fate began to spin. Time is a loop that repeats itself. However, we serve the fallen angel in order to rise above that fate. You wish for the same thing, do you not?
We know thou art on a quest to retrieve the menorahs. We, the Four Horsemen, possess what thou seekest. Thine they shall be, if thou canst triumph over us.
Demi-fiend, you have conquered a number of deaths to reach here. Whether it be you or one of us, it is our master's wish that one fiend survive this battle over the Menoras. And when his wish comes true, he shall make the decision to lead his army to the final battle. Do you have the resolve to face us, even if it may cost you what is left of your humanity?
Oh, I'm ready.
Very well. That is just the answer we were expecting. Then, show us the strength that our master stakes our fate on. We, the four horsemen of the apocalypse, shall meet in the vortex realm.
The four horsemen disappeared. So yeah, our next series of fiends are the four horsemen of the apocalypse. If you're wondering why it's been so long since we've seen a fiend, it's because they won't actually spawn until you view this cutscene. If we look here though, there's only 3 spots for Menoras, so we actually are only going to be taking on 3 of the horsemen, and then the 4th one will be fought at a later time. Now there actually is no other way out of here. We have to go all the way back through here and talk to those girls, and they're the only way out. That's right, you have to use them and have them take all your money to leave. If this dungeon wasn't already, you know, devious enough, they're like, sorry, you gotta pay to get out of here, otherwise you're trapped forever. I remember being really confused when I first played the game, because I had never actually had them heal me before. So I didn't know they sent you back to the start. So I was like, how the heck do I get out of here? Am I just trapped forever? But no, you're not trapped forever. Ow. Ow. Oh, you see, if we collected 2 in a row, we went up to 200, but then I got hit a bunch. How am I in health? Okay, we took a bunch of damage again. Luckily, they're pretty close to this exit over here. We just go up the ladder. Fight some demons, some more Mothmen. That hit sound effect is very satisfying, I will say. And we talk to them and have them heal us. Your wallet feels really light. No, all my money! It's alright. Alright, we're back at the entrance. And I want to go in here. And we definitely want to save the game. So I guess we'll save here on file number 5. So the three of the 4 horsemen that we have to fight for this next section are scattered across the vortex world. One of the easier ones to find should be, I think it's Ginza. This will also help illustrate my point as to why you might not want to trigger that cutscene till later. The second we leave, the flames of the Menorah of Sovereignty are flickering wildly. Yeah, that's right. This dude is spawn camping the Ginza terminal. If you try to leave, you can feel the presence of a terrifying demon. Will you stay here? If you select no, there's like at least, I don't know, a 50% chance that you'll get sucked in anyway and have to fight them. I triggered this way earlier on my first playthrough, and that made navigating the world so annoying because I wasn't strong enough to kill these guys. So every time I would have to just pick no, hope that I escaped, and if I didn't, I had to just soft reset the game and try again. But we're pretty strong, so we can take them.
they call out to each other and bring us together. If you can defeat all the fiends and reunite the Menoras, then so you should. But if you lack the strength to do so, then you will fall by my arrow.
Alright, Fiend fight number 4.
Attack me, coward! I will not allow defending.
So the gimmick with the 4 horsemen is they'll always start the fight by calling 2 allies of the same type. This guy summons 2 of these virtues. Let's just focus. Now, unfortunately, I don't remember what the gimmick of the virtues is, but I think they're annoying. I think you actually can turn them to stone, though. If I remember correctly, I think they are susceptible to that. Okay, let's buff attack. Does Baphomet have a way to turn them to stone? No. Well, if we have too much trouble with this, maybe we will try to come back with a way to turn them to stone. Because I feel like I remember doing that, but maybe I'm mixing it up with a different fiend. Who knows? Good amount of damage on turn 1. Prominence, so that's his special move. And it got absorbed by Orthrus. So, okay, that's fine. Again, I don't remember what it does, but Orthrus absorbs it, so that's cool. Let's just try to get our attack as high as possible. No! Not a miss! Okay, yeah, keep doing Prominence. Oh, wait, it didn't hit the Orthrus, so we didn't absorb it. Well, that sucks. Rakunda. Ah, okay. Dekaja. Ah, that sucks. Oh, that really sucks. I mean, that didn't actually heal much at all. Man, Orthrus, why'd you have to not get hit? Well, I guess we should start reapplying our buffs. Yeah, let's pass. I actually want a Rakunda. Yeah, he's gonna Dekaja again. Ow! Yeah, luckily that healing is actually not very high. I am gonna Rakunda again. I want to set these up. Try to go for a big Demi Fiend attack. Okay, is focus already in effect? Yes. So let's try to Divine Shot. Okay, 2,300, and he's in his low HP animation. So, in only a couple attacks, I mean, okay, would you stop critting Baphomet? What is happening? Ow. Counter. Yeah, get destroyed, dude. Take 250. Alright, if we just buff up, I'm pretty sure we could just finish them off right here. No need to heal. Just go for the Divine Shot. And kill him. Oh, we actually do have to kill the virtues. That's funny. Okay, we'll just punch him. 377 off of just a punch. Okay, let's heal. And blow them up with a Divine Shot. He's just gonna very futilely... Futilely? Is that a word? He's gonna heal and it's gonna be futile. There, that's probably the way I should have put it. Ooh, Dakunda. Negates Unda effects on the party. That's really good. Let's just get rid of Life Drain. Yeah, what do you have to say, buddy? Ooh, good, good. He spit something out. He just, like, choked up an emerald out of that gigantic mouth of his. You obtained the Menorah of Compassion. Well, that was easy. I mean, it actually was kind of close, but did we kill it in 3 attacks? Yeah, Debbie Feed's a little broken at this point in the game. But let's save those other 2 Four Horsemen for next episode. So I think I'm going to sign off here, gamers. But tune in next time for some more fights, and then we'll probably go head over to the obelisk. See ya!